Hey folks, Big Dean here again. This time I'm showing you some of the new reveals that Tamashii recently showed off during their world tour. They just recently started their tour where they're selling that ridiculously overpriced Kid Goku. Well, I suppose it's not ridiculously overpriced at the event, just overpriced once people get their hands on it. So yeah, quite a few surprises, and one figure that a lot of us have been desperately looking for years. So yeah, to start off with, we have retools of the Yamcha and Tien. As you can see, they've given Yamcha the long hair from the Saiyan saga, and at the same time, they've taken away the stripe of clothing on Tien's chest. Obviously, they've changed it to Saiyan Saga figures in order to go with the Nappa and Vegeta that's coming out soon. Looking forward to Vegeta, not so much so for Nappa because obviously he's not anime colours, he's manga colours slash before they arrived on Earth colours. So yeah, but they are looking great. The Yamcha head still looks slightly off, but it does look better than the spiky haired one did. Even though I am more of a fan of the Cell Saga versions, I can see why they did it. I can see why they changed it. Just so that they've got someone for Vegeta and Nappa to fight. But yeah, next one is a slight retooling and recolouring of the Kid Goku that we've seen last year. The face looks a hell of a lot better. The colouring is spot on to the anime now. Still got that rope pole holder on the back. I can't remember the name offhand. But yeah, the colours look a lot better. And he's got a different belt than he did before. Plus the faces look a hell of a lot better. I mean, look at that one. Hopefully he comes with that Nimbus. Someone actually pointed out that here, if I point it, that is a Tamashii stage, which means that is held up with one of the stage arms, meaning that could be an accessory, or at least I'm hoping it is. I mean, look, they've even got a special attachment for it to hold him onto it. So, really hoping he comes with that. If he does, that's an instant buy for me. Wasn't too much of a Dragon Ball fan. I prefer the fast-paced action to the comedy that was Dragon Ball. But yeah, I mean, I don't have a picture up close of this one, but the face is spot on, I can assure you. So yeah, oh, we do actually. That's a comparison between the two. On the left is the original reveal of it, and on the right is the new one. The face looks a lot more like the original Dragon Ball Goku, but obviously slightly different colours and new belt. I much prefer the new version to the old one. So yeah, next one we have a reimagining, should I say, of Super Saiyan God Goku with the brand new 2.0 mold that we're getting with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. The one issue everyone seems to be having with this is he's not as thin as the original one. They did have two on display. This one to me looks a lot thicker than the other one, but it might just be the camera angles, to be fair. The faces look alright. The hair still looks brilliant. But, I mean, look at that. There's a comparison to the original. The original looked a bit sloppy because it was old articulation. But, I mean, it looks closer to what Super Saiyan God was in the anime. They've kept the same hairstyle. That's quite obvious from the the actual design and stuff. But I mean, if they would have kept at least the top half of the original and popped it onto the new bottom, I would have bought that in an instant. But as it stands, even though he is scheduled to come out for November now, that's actually part of the reason why I had to reshoot this reveal video. This guy and another figure that's coming up is actually scheduled for November now, which is a bit of a shock, but hey-oh. Just hopefully they slim him down a little bit before we get him, because just having a plain Goku with a red head is a bit of a letdown, I must be honest. But yeah, there is a picture of the brand new Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Loving the sheen on the hair. It's not too much like the premium colour ones were, but it's not matte either. It's sort of getting the sheen that you always get from Super Saiyan 3 on there. And I hope they continue that sort of colour scheme in the future. Plus, the body isn't a mustard brown colour, so that's always a bonus. We have Gotenks again. He doesn't seem to have changed at all since the last time, but the fact that they're showing him again means that they are interested in making him, so that's good. Then we have the holy grail for many a collector, Majin Vegeta, and he does look amazing. They've got the veins down, they've got the chest down to a T with the 6-pack and stuff. A lot better than the Super Saiyan 3 body that we've seen last year. The only thing people are sort of griping about, which is well, it is a valid gripe. They haven't changed his hair. They're still using the Super Vegeta hairstyle, which they've also used for Scouter Vegeta. I mean, obviously Tamashii isn't one to redo something if they don't need to, and obviously they had just redone it for Super Vegeta, so they obviously want their money's worth out of that mould, but it would still have been nice to see it just a little bit sharper. I mean, Super Vegeta was always Super Saiyan 2, so yeah, bit of a disappointment, but other than that, the Vegeta looks amazing. That is just the holy grail for many a collector now. Hopefully he comes out soon. And there we've got a picture of Nappa in a different pose from normal. Again, does look good, I just don't like the colours. I prefer the gold to the brown. But yeah, there is a little Saibaman there. I doubt the Saibaman's coming out at all, to be honest with you. It looks from a different series, but they put it in just for a laugh. And the final one, which we were really shocked to see again, and even more shocked to find out that it's actually coming out in November, along with God Goku, is Shenron. Yeah, so obviously it is a bit smaller than the original Shenron. I think that is the original. Looks a bit bigger and more detailed. The new one is more like double the length of like a regular figure size, I would say, judging by that. But hey, if they can get it out at a decent price, which I think it's 9,000 yen, which roughly equates to about 75 quid, something like that. Yeah, if if they can get them out at a decent price, which they have, then everyone's going to be happy. I mean, he is just a backdrop figure, let's be honest, but having Shenron and possibly the Dragon Balls underneath him, I mean, they would be stupid not to release him, because they won't need replacement hands or anything. Would just be the centerpiece of everybody's display, basically. But yeah, very surprising, very pleasantly surprised that he's actually coming out. Shame it's not the size of the original, but I mean, he'll do. He'll definitely do. And yeah, just before we go, this is what I'm calling a sort of sneak peek at what we will probably be seeing in the next year or so. It's a questionnaire that everyone who was at the event, and likely every event up until they stop doing the world tour, is being asked to fill in. What character would you like to see from the Figuarts Dragon Ball line? So yeah, obviously a bit of community input here. Tell me, what figures would you like? If you want them all, just say all of them in the comments. If you just want a couple, just rhyme them off. Personally, I will be going for... These aren't my selections, by the way, that was someone just taking a picture. I wasn't actually at the event, unfortunately. I'll be going for Trunks of the Future, which I'm guessing is Dragon Ball Super's Trunks, with the bandana sort of thing. Goku Black and Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, I hope, is one figure. That would be very, very stingy of Tamashii not to give us both. Super Saiyan God Goku, which is already coming out. Obviously, we don't need that. Super Saiyan God Vegeta. That's a very strange choice. But yeah, obviously, Trunks of the Future, the two Goku Blacks, Bardock, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Majin Vegeta, obviously, Kid Goku, and Gogeta, or Gogeta, whatever pronunciation you have as your preference. But yeah, that's my choice. Let me know in the comments below what yours would be. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for having a look at this video, and until next time, I'll see you all later.